Hey guys, Adam here, coming back at you, introducing our brand new service, Smarter Virtual Agents. So like everything else we've done with Smarter Contact, we've put a lot of time and energy to bring you guys the best of the best out there in any field out there. So, as a real estate investor, there's so many sources of information and people providing you data and skip tracing and RVMs and SMS that, sometimes you just don't know where to get the right resources. So what we've done, like everything else, we spent a lot of time aligning ourselves with the best vendors and the best resources for you guys, so you guys don't have that issue of hiring somebody or spending your money and then having to go back and forth and really wasting your energy, your money, and your time. So with Smarter Virtual Agents, we built a custom virtual agent agency with really the best agents we could find. So we scoured, really is globally known as the Philippines is the best country in the world in terms of cost per revenue. I mean, really, if you look at just from production compared to cost, Philippines is by far the best country for this. And we went through about 12, 13 different agencies that we actually talked to find the best possible one. So we went and found the best resource possible to give you guys the best virtual agents. With that said, I kind of give you guys a brief breakdown of how it works. So our virtual agents are completely different than anything out there on the market. And here's why. These guys are the Navy SEALs of virtual agents because they go through 6 weeks of training. I mean, it's not like, we just find a random person and put them on a seat and have them texting for you. So these people are going through and having training for 6 weeks before they even touch your leads. So before I get into that, let me tell you why, right? The reason we want to do this as real estate investors, I'm a real estate investor myself. I'm an entrepreneur. For some of you guys that know me, you know that I travel the world and I buy back my time, but I don't buy back my time unless that I hire people to do some of the work that I can't do. It's impossible for me to be doing the sales and the marketing and the acquisitions and admin work. It's impossible. So as you level up in business, and if you want to make more, you have to outsource and delegate certain parts of your business. This is absolutely essential as you grow in your business. So we wanted to do a few things. A, make it affordable, and 2, make it extremely efficient. And that was our goal from the very beginning, and that's why we founded Smarter Virtual Agents. So let me explain a little bit to you the process, how it works. It's very simple, but like I said before, our agents are extremely well trained. So out of the box, you're getting a top agent. Sure, there's cheap virtual agent companies out there. There's a million. If you ask your guru, I'm sure they'll find somebody for you. But it's totally different here because one, this is professionally managed. The agents go through 6 weeks of rigorous training. So let me go through what they go through here and how it works. So step one is really they go through the basics. They go through the English nuances, how to communicate with an English person, because there are certain cultural differences between English and another country. So going through the basics of sales and the methodology as well. They go through tonality. They go through building rapport, building the macros, examples of previous SMS campaigns from professionals. So they study it, and there's a teacher that's teaching them this whole process. And then they go through at this point how to deal with objections, how to follow up, how to close the sale. I mean, the closing the sale, really we try to leave it more on the client, but really just advanced training there, and also some real estate terms, right? Things that they might not know, especially when you're starting, some real estate terms. And then step 4, they go through the scripts. They go through a lot of mock calls, a lot of mock texts, a lot of training. I mean, and this is stuff that you don't have to do, right? I mean, you're busy enough. You don't want to have to train your virtual agent for 4 weeks or 6 weeks and then they don't work out. Like imagine how much of your time of investment that is. It's huge. That's really huge. So they do it for you, and it's professionally done. And by the time they come out of the university, they're ready to go. And the best part, my favorite, is that they are professionally managed. So there's a manager that manages their reps. So they have a group of reps that are managed by a manager that's actually looking at their conversations. So like they're looking at a good amount of their conversations to give them feedback, especially in the early stages. So you do have a manager as well, which is key. I mean, you're busy enough doing dispositions or marketing or other areas of your business, and it's just impossible to have eyes on every piece here. So yes, there are cheaper alternatives, but if you go with a cheaper alternative, you're probably going to not close as many deals. But this one, we actually kept it pretty reasonable in cost. I'd say it's middle of the road, but in terms of value, there's nothing else in the market really because of these reasons. Nobody else is going to do this. Also, the facility that they work out of is huge. I mean, it's like 18,000 square feet. It's a massive facility. We're more than happy to provide you some of the videos where I think we're going to start creating a video for what the facility looks like, so you can see it's a full operation there. So here's some basic information about it. We have 3 different types of packages. We have SMS. So if you just want a virtual agent for texting, if you want one for cold calling, or if you're doing both, so if you're doing texting and cold calling, so if you're 20 hours here, 20 hours there, you can do both packages. And then we have 2 separate packages, one for 30 hours and one for 40 hours. So that's the minimum weekly commitment. It's been really popular for us. I mean, we've already had a lot of our reps and customers having a ton of success with it. So like everything else we bring you guys, between the texting and the RVM and the skip tracing, we really try to bring you the highest value product possible. So we're very excited to announce this. To get more info, just click this here and we can have one of our agents reach out to you but fairly quickly. So thanks for watching. If you have any more questions, reach out to us and we would be more than happy to help you out. Thanks.